Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Freedom marchers, freedom family, freedom love, freedom fighters. How y'all doing this morning? It is Monday, September 9th, 2024. And I wanted to discuss a big issue out here in these YouTube streets. A big issue, right? A big issue where I wanted to highlight how, it appears that people are confused about what a human being is. And in the world of YouTube, you have a lot of YouTubers who have a big following that discuss a lot of different things, right? You have many different facets of YouTube where YouTubers use their talent, their charisma to discuss things, to, teach, to whatever they want to use it for. Whatever you want to use your platform for, that is completely up to that YouTuber, right? Marcy T was good. And many of these YouTubers, they delve in the realm of entertainment, in the entertainment industry, whether it be movies, video games, music, sports, whatever. And oftentimes, many of these YouTubers, they get into discussing individual entertainers, individual, football players, basketball players, boxers. There is a lot of controversy surrounding sports these days because people have so much access to these entertainers' lives, whether they're a movie star. It doesn't matter what they are. If you are an entertainer, in the world of social media, in this realm right now, even older celebrities, even older entertainers, people you would consider the elders, the OGs, like, look at Shay. What's the dude that, Shaquille O'Neal, Charles Barkley, they're old school basketball players, and they are now commentators, and they have their own controversies, but people have so much access to your life nowadays because you're on social media, you're on Instagram, you're on YouTube. Many of these people have YouTube channels, right? Clarissa Shields, she has a YouTube channel, right? All these entertainers have YouTube channels, and people talk about these entertainers on their own channels. They talk about celebrities, politicians, it doesn't matter. You are discussing these people, and people want to hear you talk about it, right? You talk about these entertainers because you feel like it's important. You feel like it speaks to your message or whatever message you're trying to get across. And you use individual people as examples of the message you're trying to get across, right? YouTubers do it all the time. And I understand that there is quite a bit of separation between the level of notoriety of certain YouTubers and certain celebrities. But you have YouTubers that aren't traditional entertainers that are bigger than traditional entertainers. When I say traditional entertainers, meaning you have a talent that you showcase where you don't necessarily have to speak to anybody. You just go and perform in your field, and people want to watch you do it. But you might never do an interview, or you might do very little interviews, depending on your obligations. But y'all get what I'm saying? You have YouTubers that are bigger than some celebrities. Look at Jake Paul. Look at Mr. Beast. Look at all these different individuals. They do crazy, wild shit, and they have millions and millions of subscribers. Mr. Beast has over 100 million subscribers. Think about it. YouTube is a platform where if you do it the right way and you stay away, you keep your nose down, you don't violate the community guidelines, and you look good to the advertisers, and they consider you advertiser friendly, you can blow up. if you have a level of entertainment value and charisma about yourself, and you do creative and different things. You are a creator. Well, some YouTubers talk about entertainers. Some YouTubers talk about entertainers and understand that many people suffer from cult of personality disorder. You understand that? Many people suffer from cult of personality disorder, but it has been like that for decades. It's been like that for centuries. You know, if an individual has charisma, or they look a certain way, or they carry themselves a certain way, a lot of people are going to gravitate toward these individuals. And when you talk about them, you're going to have those people coming after you. You understand? You're going to have so let's say you're a YouTuber, you talk about a particular entertainer in what people might consider a negative way. But you're just pointing out, you're criticizing, you're giving some critiques, you don't like the way they move, you don't like the way they operate. You know what I'm saying? Outside of the sport, trying to make things happen. You don't like the way they operate. So you're using your own platform to discuss this. And you have every right to. But understand that people that rock with these individuals, they're going to come after you. And then these people that are diehard fans of certain entertainers, they have their own YouTube channels. And guess what? If you have any level of following, and you are in the algorithm, you're in people's timeline, you know, you have catchy titles, you have what people might consider clickbait titles, they're going to see what you're doing, and guess what? They might make a video about you. They might put your name in the title. They might discuss you. They might criticize you for criticizing their favorite individual. That because guess why? They have cult of personality disorder, right? They can't get past that you're just trying to, you're giving constructive criticism, you know, or you're being 100% honest about somebody not having some integrity. They did some crazy wild shit, and so you are pointing it out. Well, guess what? Some people are going to, guess what? Make videos about you. They're going to talk shit about you in their videos. They're going to use your name. They're going to drag you. They're going to, all that type of shit. But when they do it, you can't be surprised. Or how could you be surprised? How could you feel that you can discuss entertainers on YouTube with impunity and think that no one is going to discuss you on YouTube? Once you start reaching certain heights in this YouTube sphere, in social, not even just YouTube, social media in general, Instagram, Fedbook, you know what I'm saying, X, whatever platform that might give you some level of that will help you reach people that you thought you never reached before, they're going to fucking talk about you. People are going to talk about you. They're going to make videos. They're going to say shit. You know what I'm saying? And when that happens, you have no reasonable expectation of privacy. You have no, because now you are a public figure. Whether you like it or not, you are a public figure. The more people that support you and follow you, the more haters are going to come your way. And guess what? They're going to talk shit about you. They're going to talk shit about what you're saying. Hell, it might not even be, you might have people that make videos positively about you. They're going to give you support videos. They're going to give you shout out videos. They're going to say, man, go check out this guy's channel. You can't expect that type of shit and not the other type where they're going to just come after you. They're going to say some silly shit. They're going to make shit up about you. They're going to, you know, they're going to find out, they're going to go way back in your fucking archives, find some shit you said that might contradict what you're saying now, but it's only contradicting what you're saying now because things have changed. Things have changed. And when things change, well, sometimes you got to change your mind about shit. You might not feel the same way 10 years ago as you do now, but they're going to use that against you. But that's part of the game. That's part of the game. This is what it is, y'all. Like, YouTube has given people reach that they would never have had it without YouTube. And the more reach you have, the more haters you're gonna have. You understand what I'm talking about? The more reach you have, the more haters you're gonna have, the more support you're gonna have. It's equally proportional, right? More hate, more support, more hate. That is just how it works. And you can't, and especially if you discuss individual entertainers on your channel, you can't expect that the same shit won't happen to you. I don't understand where we get off thinking that this is what it is. Like, think about it. When Minor Mouse blew up, he started on street beefs, right? Some controversy, some shit came up about him being a chomo, right? And then he explained it away by saying, well, he was pimping this girl's mother. He was pimping a mother and a daughter that was 18 years old. So he said the daughter was 18 years old. He did this. He paid his debt to society. And guess what? He blew up. He blew up. He left the street beefs, got hundreds of thousands of subscribers. And then it comes out that he actually raped this 14-year-old girl in a hotel room. He was supposed to take her to school. What did he do? He took her to a hotel instead and had his way with her. And when the truth came out and everybody started talking about it and blasting his ass, including myself, he got upset. He started attacking people for privacy violations on YouTube. He started hitting people with copyright strikes. It's like, bro, you put yourself in this position. You lied, you blew up, and the more you blow up, the more shit that's gonna come out about you. That's just the bottom line to it. But he expected to be left alone. He expected that part of his life never to come up. And that's retarded. It's retarded. And that's an extreme example of someone who blows up on YouTube, and guess what? He talked about other YouTubers. He talked about this. He talked about Milk 47 or whatever the fuck. He talked about other YouTubers and other prison lifestyle YouTubers and all that type of shit. Well, guess what? When people come to talk about you, about some real shit that you did, that you lied about and manipulated people, you know what I'm saying? Guess what? You're not safe, motherfucker. You're not safe. I'm not safe. If, God forbid, I ever blew up on YouTube, why would I expect no one to talk about me if I'm discussing boxing and politicians and boxers and individual politicians and all this, that, and the third, and other YouTubers? I'm never going to expect no one to come and do the same shit to me. That's crazy, right? Like, this is the world we live in, y'all. This is YouTube, right? YouTube, even though it's their tube, it's Google's tube, right? It's their tube. Shout out to Derek C. Williams, who coined that phrase, their tube. You know, it's not your, listen, y'all. It's okay. If people are talking about you, they don't know you from Adam. They just talking shit about what they know on the surface. You know, until they start digging deep, until they start investigating and vetting you and doing research like they did against Minor Mouse. You know, somebody did some extensive research, found out all the court paperwork, found out that he pled guilty to being a choke. He pled guilty. He pled out, right, to take a lesser sentence. So guess what? It's going to come out, right? Not everything is going to come out, but something like that. You're talking about child molestation. You're talking about a court case that's you know, that the public has access to. You expect to not be called out on that? Like, called out on the lies? Listen, man, it is what it is, y'all. Like, this is part of the game. If you have any level of following on YouTube and you're talking about anything, it doesn't even have to be celebrities. Mr. Beast doesn't do that. Mr. Beast don't talk about, he does stupid, silly shit. He eats gold food, and he has people living a container for 20 years and gives him $20 million. Like, he does, that's the type of shit he does, right? He'll go spear fishing by jumping out of an airplane and pulling the parachute and then throwing the spear when he gets to, like, doing a little silly shit. He ain't talking about other YouTubers, but guess what? Now shit is coming out about him, about SA and all this other type of shit. Mr. Beast ain't even safe. So I don't understand the complaints and the whining, and some people aren't even whining. Some people are actually telling the truth about people going at him on YouTube and all that other stuff. And sometimes people gonna lie about you. Sometimes people gonna talk shit. Sometimes people gonna clown you on some petty, superficial shit. But that's part of the game. That's part of the game. I mean, you would hope if somebody does discuss you on YouTube that they would stick to the things that you're saying and not attack you personally, right? You would think, oh, this is not a personal attack. He is attacking some shit I said. He doesn't agree with what I said, and he's talking about it, blah, blah, blah. That's how I try to keep it. When I discuss other YouTubers and all that other type of shit, when I disagree with them, or even when I agree with them, I might talk about what they're talking about. I don't attack them personally, but some people do take it personal. It is what it is. It's time to put the big boy panties on, big boy drawers on, big girl panties on, get the sand out your clit, and stand on your nuts. And no matter what, it is what it is. Now you are putting yourself out there. You're putting yourself out there to be talked about, especially if you're talking about entertainers and celebrities that people just attach themselves to because of their celebrity status. That's just the bottom line to it. Let me see what y'all talking about real quick. 22 Ronin was good. Marcy T. 1 Okie 321. Okay, Oklahoma City in the house. I can't believe how every single person in my family has black hair and brown eyes, and I am a lone one with blue and blonde hair. You might want to, Okie. Thomas Barnhouse, so worried about everyone else. Y'all survive on drama. Nothing says what's popping. I don't survive on drama. What do you mean survive? I don't even get paid by YouTube. So, I survive by going to work and all that type of shit. Okay. Una Shamandal from Bengal, India was good. Hello, black boy. Y'all are hilarious. So, too early to rant? What? No, it's not. It's 10 o'clock where I'm at. Don't take it I don't take it personal. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying YouTubers shouldn't take it personal when people talk about them on YouTube. If anything, that is going to bring you more. It's going to bring more people to your channel. People are going to be like, hey man, who is this guy that this guy is talking about? Let me go check this guy out and see what he's on. You see where Kamala got Kai? I did not see where Kamala got at Kai Cenat. Actually, I did see that she offered to pay him to basically endorse her. That's what I heard. Well, I'm about to go into chiropractor, so let me get appropriate. Warm today, but I like to be as naked as possible when it's hot because it feels better. But I don't want to be inappropriate in the chiropractor's office. Gotta have some class. Bro, I am from India. My English is not too good. It's all good, brother. I am indeed real army. My husband and I watch him together. Huh? You watch who together? Snap is a beautiful inside and out. I appreciate that, Marcy T. I try to be kind, man. Like, look, now, I can't go in, especially if you. Never mind. I'm not even gonna go there. But I can go in on people, especially when they get sensitive. Stop being so goddamn sensitive, man. Get the sand out your clip and move on with your life. You know what I'm saying? People gonna talk about you. It is what it is. People talk. Listen, when I was in high school, people talked about me. I talked about people. We talked about each other's mamas, and then we started fighting. And then we got over it. It is what it is. Now, motherfuckers, y'all get upset by people you can't even, that are thousands of miles from you. And, ooh, he talking about me. Ooh, like, shut up, bro. Like, listen. If I talked about, no, I didn't talk about you. I talked about some silly shit you said. I might have called it clown shit. I might have said this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, I talked about some shit you said. And if you have a problem with it, how about you rebut what I say with some intelligent shit that you say? Instead, you want to act like a bitch. Now, this is just in general, right? In general. If I attacked you personally, I can understand. Even then, it's like, well, see, like what people like to do, sometimes you attack their narratives or their assertions. They don't really have any rebuttal. They don't have any real argument against it. Excuse me. So they'll attack you personally. That happens to me a lot. Just so y'all know. That happens to me a lot, right? They like to, if I'm talking about what you said, and I made a sound, reasonable argument that is based in fact, and you have no rebuttal for it, instead of saying, you know what, man, we're gonna have to agree to disagree. I feel this way, I feel that way. No, you want to go into some other shit. You want to attack somebody personally, and you're saying shit that that you can't even back up. You can't even back it up. I'm used to a personal attacks being done to my face, and then, we can handle it how we want to handle it. But that's not even the case these days. Y'all say whatever y'all want, and y'all can't even back it up. Man, why are you talking too much common men? I don't understand what American Dream 2021, 24. Okay. That's how I feel about it. Self 2024. They burning down the Capitol. I was on the Clown Shoe Lucas's neck. The Clown Shoe Lucas got upset because I was saying some real shit. And I wasn't even saying it to him. I was saying it to his audience. He got upset and decided to threaten my family. That's the type of bitch shit I'm talking about. And then for like a year and a half, because we lived in the same city, I told him to meet me here, meet me there. He knew where to go. His punk ass never showed up. People get so emotional over the info. He threatened my children. So, I told him, I said, look, all right, well, why don't you, I'm rucking at this place. Y'all, you can meet me up here and we can get it cracking. I even said we'll use boxing gloves and we'll make it like a friendly sparring match. So he wouldn't be, scared that I was going to hurt him too bad. But he didn't even do that. He couldn't even. So it is what it is. No, he never did give a rebuttal. Like when I started showing some shit about sports being scripted and Kobe Bryant's death and Chadwick Boseman, people were insulting me, calling me crazy. That's how they do it, man. Unacceptable threat to anyone. That's just what he did. And all I said was, because he was talking about the Capitol. He was talking about January 6th. And people were just running up and just walking around in the Capitol, right? Now, the whole January 6th thing is just a lot of bullshit and subterfuge and a lot of smoke and mirrors. But at the end of the day, what I said was, well, technically, we own the Capitol building. We own that shit. We paid for it. We paid for it to get built. We paid for it to be maintained. Our employees work in that building. we have every right to go in there. That's what I said. I said that because he was pushing this thing like, oh, they breaking in. And I'm like, they're not breaking in. They're going in the building that they own. We own that shit. We pay the motherfuckers that work there. So that's our shit. And he's like, oh, I know. And he got real upset. But I was saying it to his audience. A lot of people in his audience were saying some silly shit. You know, their status and, you know, their status and slaves. So, you know, and he's encouraging a slave mind. So I said some real shit. He got upset. And yeah, that was that. From the way that hat is, I know you're crazy. I am pretty crazy. Yep. I'm a wild one. People get bent out of shape by the obvious scripted theory that they did a simulation for months before LMAO, and they think ahead of the curve. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man. They don't know. Same thing anytime I call Dr. Sabi wrong. Yeah, because they don't want to tell you how you're wrong. They're mad because you talked about their daddy. That's basically what happened. Oh, don't talk about my daddy. Anyway, guys, let me get out of here. Much love. Like, share, subscribe. And I might come on a little later or tomorrow morning when I'm heading back to Georgia. Keep marching forward toward freedom. Peace.